the Witch of Jasmine, and welcome back to my channel. This light might die out. Hopefully it doesn't, but I know Leo moons, my light keeps going out during our videos. So it might happen again. We'll see. But anyway, hi, hello. I have a reading for Leo moons today. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well. As I'm shuffling out your cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths to calm yourself, ground yourself, center yourself. Get relaxed, get comfy. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Got my cat Cheralyn wandering around, so if she starts making any noise, that's what you're hearing. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's so dark in here because it's really cloudy today, but hopefully I can fix it in editing. Hopefully it doesn't look too dark for you. Okay, anyway, let's take a look at your cards. So for the Oracle card, we have duality with the water element. There's no zodiac sign on this one. I don't know why. All right, and for your tarot cards, we have Four of Wands, the Magician reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, Two of Wands, Four of Athames reversed, aka Four of Swords reversed, that's Cheralyn doing her nails, and lastly, Six of Pentacles. Oh, here comes Cheralyn. Right after I got these all straightened out. That's okay. Hello, Cheralyn. Say hi to the Leo moons. So, starting off with our Oracle card here, just to kind of give a general thing to keep in mind as we go through this reading, which also, if you're new to my readings, the Oracle card is the main message of the reading, the main takeaway. So if you're not going to take anything else away from this reading, listen to the Oracle card. And in this case, we're talking about duality, which is a reminder that shadow and light have to exist together. They have to coexist. There is a good part and a bad part to every situation in life, right? One cannot exist without the other. And it will probably be a lot easier for you and more freeing for you if you can make the shift from, you know, thinking outside of just the binary of everything is good or everything is bad, or everything that's bad needs to go away and I'm only going to have everything that's good, right? That is a fight you will not win, right? We have to embrace both. And ideally, oh my gosh, the sun just came out. That's cute. And ideally, we want to have a balance of those things, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean 50-50. It's whatever sustainable balance makes sense, and trying not to fight the shadow or the darkness. Because remember that the shadow is where we grow, right? The difficult times are where we grow, which I know sounds nice and cute, but that's a really difficult but very empowering and significant lesson to really internalize. To really believe that. It's hard, but it, in my opinion, is necessary. And that's what this reading is inviting you to think about. What does that really look like, balancing the light and the shadow? Again, it's not necessarily 50-50, but there is a balance, right? And also, actually, one other thing I want to mention with this too is a lot of times it really helps to look from an outside perspective at your situation. Maybe that means going to somebody else who can have a more objective perception, perspective, but also what would probably be best is like you yourself physically going, looking at it through a specific perspective, a different perspective, going away for a little while and coming back might be helpful. I want to be careful saying this, but using safely and healthily, using substances, to kind of get you out of your body a little bit or get you in a different place to look at things from a different perspective, right? That kind of idea. So that's the main thing, but let's look at all of this other stuff here. I think I want to start with this Magician reversed, with the Four of Swords reversed. The Magician is all about stepping into your power and creating, right? So when it's reversed, it's not having that confidence to step into your power and create, right? Maybe this kind of helpless feeling. It's important to remember that when the Magician comes up, it signifies that you have all of the resources you need to be able to create the things that you want to create, or the thing that you want to create. Even if it doesn't feel like it, because that's usually what she's saying, right? It looks like I know you don't feel it. It doesn't look like you have everything you need. You probably don't have everything you want, right? But you do have everything you need right now in this moment. And with this Four of Swords reversed, Four of Swords is about rest, right? So, with this, it is telling me that you've either not been resting enough or you've been resting too much. I'm not really feeling one way or the other, so discern for yourself. If you're feeling like you have been a little too complacent and a little too scared to step out, right? That's what this is showing. But on the flip side, if you've been doing too much, I think that's part of what is clouding your perception, trying to control too much, trying to do too much, do all things, be all things, right? So essentially that boils down to, whichever way the pendulum has swung for you, right? It's clouding your perception of yourself, the tools you have right now, and the situation you're in, and what is your best step forward. Does that make sense? So again, whichever that looks, specifically for you, whether that's like you just need the push to get up from your rest and finally do stuff, or you need to take a step back. Once you start doing those things, then this is going to look a lot more clear to you. Either way, I think something you've been struggling with is this Queen of Cups reversed, right? Cups in tarot represents, it's associated with the water element. It's about emotion, right? Our thoughts, our intuition, our inner world, all that stuff. So Queen of Cups reversed represents somebody who is struggling to really get a handle of that. And we have that with the Six of Pentacles. So let's see. I mean, again, it could kind of go either way, like we were saying with Four of Swords, where you're either giving too much. Well, actually, I take that back. Because we have it upright, it does make me think you're giving too much emotion to other people. Because Six of Pentacles is about charity and giving, right? Being generous. So I think you are being a little too generous with your emotions. Because generally speaking, Queen of Cups is somebody who's very giving with her emotions, right? A lot of times she's thought of as this like mother figure, being very nurturing to those around her, you know, taking care of those around her. And obviously, not a bad thing, right? We love people like that. But like if we think of this metaphor of, you know, her pouring her cup into others, right? Her pouring her water into other people's cup, giving her emotions and support and love to others, right? I feel like it's not that her giving that water like that is a bad thing, right? But I feel like her water is either like too hot or too cold, right? Like ideally when you're metaphorically, you know, showering somebody or giving somebody water, you want it to be like nice and soothing and lukewarm or whatever. But I feel like this is like kind of boiling or it's like too cold, right? It's like icy cold. So by pouring your heart out in this way, it's not hitting like it should, you know, because that water needs to be kind of regulated before you can continue, you know, brought to a nicer temperature. Do you get what I mean? That's like the imagery that I'm feeling with Queen of Cups is like, you know, managing yourself before you can manage others. When we're talking about emotions, right? Okay, I'm gonna go here. I've been kind of avoiding this because I'm trying to figure out how it fits into all of this. I think something that you can rely on right now to bring you comfort and to support you, you know, while we're kind of moving through all of this is home, family, right? That's what Four of Wands represents. It represents the home and celebration in the home. But of course, that doesn't necessarily literally mean home. That's just whoever or whatever feels like home to you. You know, I think now is a good time to be doing that. Like I said here, it might be possible that you stepping away in order to get a different perspective would be helpful to go to your home. If you have a home that is far away from the home you're usually at, family, friends, you know, people who feel like family, I think that can give you a different perspective. With this Two of Wands is about planning. So I think they can kind of help you strategize a little bit with whatever this is, that different perspective. And just support you in the ways that you need support and get this this water to a much nicer temperature, right? Okay, I hope this reading wasn't too all over the place, but sometimes they just are. Sometimes the readings are like very focused on one thing, and sometimes they're like, oh, make sure you do this. Also make sure you do this. Also make sure you do that. So this was one of those, but I hope it can connect all together and help you. If you have any questions about this or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. On the shorts part of my channel, I have hundreds of shorts videos where I talk about each of the cards. I talk about their upright meaning, their reversed meaning, as well as any symbolism within the cards. So if you're feeling particularly drawn to any of the cards, or if you'd like a little more information about any of them, I recommend you go check that out. But Leo Moons, I am sending you and wishing you lots of strength and a new perspective, maybe some fresh air. You know, I feel like that's what you need right now. Literally or metaphorically, I feel like you could really use some fresh air. It kind of feels like you've been metaphorically stuck in bed, kind of stuck in a musty, dusty room, and you could use a little shaking off the dust and getting some fresh air, opening the windows. I'm sending that energy to you. Oh my gosh, I feel like this reading was also like so metaphorical. I hope that these metaphors are landing the way that they need to. So I will also send you some clarity. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!